Moment. And we are live. I am attorney Justin Sterling, a personal injury and business lawyer. This is Coffee with a Lawyer, streaming live on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. This is your chance to ask the lawyer your legal questions for free. It's our chance to connect with you and the online community. This is why we do what we do, to help people improve their lives. We're the law firm you can go to when you need help in tough situations. Please know there is no attorney-client relationship and there is no confidentiality here because we are streaming. This is only meant to provide general information and is not specific legal advice. We encourage you to keep the questions general and not be specific. If you need to speak about specific details, it is best to schedule a confidential consultation with a lawyer. And today we have a special guest. I would like to invite Mr. Anthony to ask his question. How are you, Anthony?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you.
Oh yeah, I'm always asking these life rights questions. So my next year's project is going to be about an abolitionist, Frederick Douglass, and he's been out of play for a number of years. What are some of my concerns? What should I be concerned about going into this project? I have one of his autobiographies. I have two or three of his books. Even though they're in the public domain because they were written so long ago, do I need any kind of rights for them? Or would that be more attractive to producers and studio execs, or am I good?
You brought up a good point. Yes, chain of title. The more the better. It would be more attractive to producers and investors if you could secure as much rights as possible. When you bring up this issue, what comes to mind is that the people that are going to be ancillary to your story, getting their release rights, any ancestors that are still living that may be depicted in your story, anyone who may be able to be identifiable, even though they're not the main subject, if they're still depicted in your project, I would still acquire as many releases as possible. Releases for right of publicity and waivers of claim on how you portray them. Waiver of defamation, false light, privacy torts. You want to get a waiver of liability so you can go ahead and produce this project freely. Now, there are issues about time in the public domain. Is the copyright still applied? Is it still enforceable? Has the copyright expired to go into the public domain? I still always defer on the side of being safe. So I would try to contact all the rights holders, all the potential rights holders, anyone who may lay claim to any right of work that you're basing this project off of that could arguably be considered a derivative work. You mentioned someone had already written in a biography. I would contact them, see if they even could be a consultant on your project. There's ways to negotiate the rights. Maybe they want to have some input, some insight, maybe give them a producer credit. You're flexible with it, but I would secure as many rights as possible. Build that chain of title. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Those arguments of works falling into the public domain or fair use, those are defensive arguments. Okay, those are arguments that you keep in your pocket. It is better to go in good faith and contract for rights, have them enforceable. They're more enforceable if you can get things secured in writing, because their word is bond. You can go into court and say, yes, despite these issues of public domain and fair use, we
Tony.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I think we got interrupted. But we also have another guest here, Monica, if you're available,
Yeah.
if you'd like to. I think we kind of addressed your issue,
Yes,
Tony.
hi.
If you have any further
Yeah, sure
questions.
thing.
Yeah. Go ahead, Monica. Do you have any questions?
Hold on for
No,
1
I'm
second.
just here to listen to you guys. I'm good for today. I don't have any questions. Thank you.
Oh yeah, that's totally fair. Yeah, anytime you want to log in, there's a lot to learn just by listening as well. And if there's anyone that is watching us on the stream, if you want to put anything in the chat, we can also address that. Anthony, I'd like to go back to you. Do you have any other questions? Anthony may be occupied right now. Well, we like to keep these meetings relatively brief, maybe 5 to 15 minutes just to touch base and talk about any legal issues that you may currently have. And then we'd like to, get our week started. This is a great time to connect, for any legal issues you may have. Keep tapping in. You can use this meeting as an accountability meeting so you progress with any matter that you may be dealing with. We're here to be of service and to assist in any way we can and to provide general information. Again, if you'd have any specific legal matters, it's best to schedule a confidential consultation with a lawyer because you'll be protected by the attorney-client privilege. Here we're streaming, so there is no attorney-client privilege. This is just for general information. I'd like to give it one last opportunity to the guests signed on if they have any questions. Okay, fair. We'd like to say take care and take action. I hope everyone had a good holiday weekend, and we look forward to seeing you again next week. Bye-bye.
Thank you.